Alright, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing my Ruger Security 6s and Police 6 revolver. I picked up most of these fairly recently. I guess half of them fairly recently. These two I've had for a little bit, and then these two I've picked up in the last year. Starting off, the odd one out is I'll move the rest of them out of the way so you can be uncluttered. Ruger Police 6 is unloaded. Ruger stopped producing these handguns, I believe, in the 80s or 90s. They're a solid frame. Actually, they're solid frame. I believe they are. 357 Magnum, 38 Special, double action, single action revolver. Pretty okay triggers. They're not the best triggers in the world, but they're better than I think some of the newer just production Smith & Wesson triggers. The difference in the Police 6, this is the Police 6, is this one has a fixed front sight, or they both have fixed front sights. Fixed front sight and a fixed rear sight. So, and also, I think there was one other difference between them two. Oh, the top straps are different on these two. The Security 6s have a more beefed up top strap. I don't believe I've shot this one. I got this one from my brother. I traded him something for this. But this one's in good condition. I've had this one for a few years. I've not shot this one, but it's kind of a cool, just collector's piece. The first one I got is this one. This is a Security 6, the standard profile and length barrel. You can see that this one has a taller front sight and a adjustable rear sight, as well as the top strap is thicker. This particular one also has Tyler T grips, or I can't really tell what it says. It says Japan. I have another set of T grips on something else, but I can't remember if those are made in Japan or not. They came on this gun, and this, I'm just gonna call them Tyler T grips because what I know them as is definitely more ergonomic or pleasing to my hand than the other one, which does not have that on there. These have the same grip. I feel like I get too high up on the gun and don't have a good line for the trigger on this one. Although this one still feels pretty okay. You can see this one's been used. The cylinder has like a purplish tint to the bluing, and then there is wear on the muzzle from holstering and unholstering, as well as on the front sight. The next one I picked up is this one. This one is in better condition. These have larger grips on them. These feel better than the other smaller grips, but I still like the Tyler T grip insert in the smaller grips better. I think that feels better for my hands. This one is in better condition than the other one, if I didn't mention that. I picked this one up picked up all of them from pawn shops, except for the one that I got from my brother. But these are Rigger stocks. You have the little Rigger emblem in there. And I don't know if that was a difference in a year production or different model or what, but I haven't shot this one yet either. I've only shot the first one I ever got. And then I just recently picked up this one, I think 2 weeks ago. This one is another Security 6, but this one has a longer barrel and different grips. You can tell this one, the barrel's significantly longer. I don't know the length off the top of my head on any of these barrels, but this one is the longest one, and the other three have the same length barrels. This one, when I got it, it had a fair amount of surface rust on it, but it was easy enough to clean off. And then just applied some CLP to it, and it has not re-rusted. One thing I have noticed on the first one I ever got, which is the only one I've shot, is the ejector rod did come unscrewed and started to bind up in the ejector rod housing. So that's definitely something to look out for. This one also has probably the best grips of any of the three of them. I don't know if these are Packmeyers. Do I have... No. Oh, wait. Yep, they're Packmeyers. Let's see on the bottom there. Maybe you can read that. Sorry, the angle's still all weird. I've ordered the new mount for the camera, so hopefully that'll come in a few days and I can have better quality videos. I've also downloaded some editing software, which I am not good with computers or stuff like that, so I'm going to have to learn that, and once that happens I can probably splice in some different stuff and make cuts so you're not staring at me, the table not talking while I go grab something out of the safe or a rack or something. But I do like these revolvers. They're cool guns. Anytime I see one of these in a pawn shop and it's not ridiculously priced, I'll pick it up. I do that with a fair amount of different guns. Really big into revolvers right now. Other things I look for are the Ruger 3-screw Blackhawks. I think I have 5 of those currently. Those are some of my favorite revolvers. And the Smith & Wesson Model 28, the Highway Patrolman. Probably my favorite revolver. Favorite double action revolver. I really like those ones. And I actually carry that gun sometimes. I have 2 of them. One of them is in really nice shape. I don't carry that one, but the other one that's a little bit less nice and it has Packmeyer grips on it, I carry that one. So just wanted to show you guys these. This is probably a lot of the first videos are just going to be showing some different stuff that I have. I don't see these too often anymore. But if you continually look, I'm talking like I go at least once a week to all the local pawn shops in the area that are worth going to and pick up stuff. Obviously, that's not something that everybody can do, but a lot of the shops have layaway options. I don't know if that's the same in every state, but I would assume it is. Well, that's a great way to be able to pick up something over a period of time that you wouldn't be able to normally get. I've done that a few times with different like expensive items. So that's definitely a good resource you can use to actually be able to come into something that you wanted but currently couldn't afford. and lots of the pawn shops have different lengths of time that you can pay them off in. Some are 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year, and then sometimes you can, if you continually buy things from the same shop, they'll give you an extended period of time or better deals on things and stuff like that. So that's a cool thing too that a lot of the cooler shops will do. And luckily in my area, I have quite a few pretty awesome shops, and the guys in there are really cool. The owners are really cool. I know a lot of the owners just because they're not super huge places and they work the floor, so you get to talk to them about different stuff that they're interested in. You'll figure that out along the way, but I definitely would recommend checking out pawn shops. I think that'll do it for this video. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and put it in the comments. Appreciate you guys watching.